If you have a vision, you want to accomplish something or you want something, and knowing that you will have it without having witnessed it before, that's very difficult. Because you can say, oh, I know I'm going to have it, but you need to feel it. You can't just think it. You can trick yourself into being like, oh, but I know. No, you have to feel it. You have to feel it. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This week I want to talk about manifestation. I realized how different my perspective on manifestation is than it was a year ago, and there are some very important realizations that I really wanted to share because they've really helped me. So I really hope that's going to help you as well, the way you look at things. When I started this whole journey, when I started looking into manifestation, I wasn't able to sleep. I could only sleep for a couple hours a week, which didn't allow me to function on a daily basis, and it also just made me very sad, depressed. Like, I did not see a light at the end of the tunnel. At that point, I actually thought, yeah, this is not gonna work out for me anymore. I'm just gonna stay in this room forever. Like, I didn't see any hope for myself. But once I started meditation, I started reading about it, and then I started reading about manifestation, and what it gave me was this hope. It gave me a spark of hope that things could work out, because I saw that this is something I can do. You know, I have my mind. I can sit here and think that I have something, because I thought at that point I just have to pretend that I have something and then I'll get it. That's basically what I thought. And I understand the whole fake it till you make it. It helps. I was in a very bad lack mindset, and the whole pretending, living as if I already have it, it did take me out of that lack mindset. So that was good. But what the issue here was that I kept clashing with my reality. So what happened was, I was meditating, I could really envision like my dreams coming true, and then once I opened my eyes, I got back to my reality. I became even more aware of the fact that I didn't have it, which made me sad and frustrated. I was just looking for ways to be able to envision it without having that disappointment afterwards when you see your life. Because once you're in your dream life, like once you're meditating and you're like living that dream, and you open your eyes and that dream is just not there, it just makes you realize how much you're not living your dream life, you know? So I was facing that, and then I was just thinking, okay, what do I do about this? Because this just makes me feel worse, actually. And then I realized that it's all about knowing that you are going to live your dream, you're going to achieve your goals, but your reality hasn't caught up with that yet. So in your mind, you've already achieved your goals, you're achieving them, basically, and the reality just hasn't caught up with that yet. You need to give your reality some time to catch up with that, because the reality that you're in right now is a consequence of the mindset and the choices that you have made before. And once you change your mindset, once you change that belief, you start believing in yourself, you start believing more and more, up to the point that you know that it's going to happen for you. Whatever it is that you want, it's going to happen. You need to give your reality time to catch up with that. You have a vision, you want to achieve something, and to start is the most difficult thing, because you just have to start with this blind belief in yourself. You don't have any evidence yet that you are able to achieve things. You don't have small wins yet. You just have nothing to look at and know, okay, you know what, I can do this. And that's why people that already have achieved successes, that have already achieved small wins, it's easier for them to become even more successful, because with every win, with everything that you go through, you enforce that belief in yourself. You enforce it up to the point where it becomes knowledge. I know. If I say, for example, now I want to become a top athlete, I don't have any evidence that I can become a top athlete. I'll need to start taking action. People around me will be like, she's crazy. Why does she think she can become an athlete? Like, what? That's why people at the start, you call it delusion, because you need to have such a strong belief in yourself to even start with this vision that you have in your mind, with this thing that you feel like, this is my thing. Like, I know that's for me, but I don't have anything to show you, you know, yet. But as long as you have that, you have that belief in yourself, you can get there. And with every step that you take, with every small win that you have, just know that it's gonna get stronger and easier and easier. And you're gonna get to where you need to be. And people are gonna start believing in you with every small win. They're like, wait, she can do it. Wait, she just won that challenge. Wait, she just won that. She just did that. Wait, she just tried that. And know that even if it's not a win, you're still enforcing the belief in yourself that you can take steps towards your goal. Because you'll be like, okay, maybe I didn't win, but I did this. I tried this. I went there. This would have been impossible for me a month ago, but look at me right now. So just every step that you take, every time you try something and you keep going, you're one step closer to your dream life, to your goal. So basically, the core of what manifestation is knowing that you can achieve something. And not just knowing, but knowing. You can test this out. So sometimes there are these things in life where you just out of nowhere just get this feeling of knowing something, and then it happens. Like, I've had moments when I was on a platform and I was waiting for the train, and it was such a busy platform that I knew that if the train with the entrance doors doesn't stop right in front of me, I would not have a spot to sit in that train. And there were times when I knew, there was just no doubt, I just knew out of nowhere, I just knew the train with the entrance doors is going to stop right in front of me. I know it. And then it did. And at times when I had some doubt or some hesitation, it didn't. It's the same like if you're playing a game. Sometimes you have these moments of like, I just know I'm going to win. I know I'm going to guess this, or I know I'm going to make this shot. And then it happens. It's this pure feeling without anything. You just know. But that's basically it. That's it. That's manifesting. Just knowing. No hesitation, no doubt, you know. So that's what I realized is the difference between me when I just started learning about manifestation to me now. Is I used to think that I needed to pretend that I have something, but then I would constantly be confronted with the fact that I don't actually have it, and it would be difficult to keep up with that. To now, where I just know in my mind, I have it. I mean, my goal, I'm made for it. It's my calling. So I know it's inevitable. I'll get there. And the rest, like, I'm letting go. I'm letting go how I'm going to get there. I'm letting go when I'm going to get there. But I just know that I'm going to do everything in my abilities to get there. And I will already start preparing for it because I know it's going to happen. At the start of my manifestation journey, I'm going to call it, I also thought that I just sat there and I was meditating and I was generating the feeling during manifestation, but I didn't know how to take actual steps towards my manifestation. So I was just doing only the mental work. I wasn't taking physical action. I just want you to know, while manifestation is mainly mental and emotional, it also requires taking action. Like, it's actually essential to take action. Because once you know that you're going to achieve your end result. So say, for example, you tell yourself, I know that I'm going to have my own business. It makes sense, it's logical that you're then going to prepare for that. You're going to take steps towards that. You can't just sit there and say, I know that it's going to happen for me, and not do anything. Because then it's not truly knowing. Once you truly know that something is going to happen for you, you're taking steps. So if you're pregnant and you know you're going to have a baby in 9 months, you're going to already start preparing the room, buying stuff for the baby. It's the same as, like, you know that you're gonna achieve your goal, like your dream is gonna come true, whatever that dream is, you're gonna already start taking steps towards that. So that's just essential, is taking action. And this is really difficult because our brain just wants to keep us in the familiar. So it doesn't matter what situation you're in, the situation you're in is familiar to your brain. So your brain is going to be like, oh wait, but we're good here. Like, we are safe. I know that you can manage this situation, and anything out there that I don't know, that's unfamiliar. That's dangerous. You shouldn't do that. So your brain's just immediately going to yell out, no, you can't do that. That's impossible for you because you've never done that. Like, how are we going to do that? But that's just because it's unfamiliar. And even if your situation right now is not even the best for you, your brain is still going to think that that's good for you, because at least you're managing it. It knows every single day, oh, you're surviving, you're managing the situation. That means we should stay here. We shouldn't go out there. No, but it's the only way to get to a better life, to get to a life that's more aligned with you. If right now you're not living in the reality that you want, the only way to create the reality that you want is to step out there, to get out of your comfort zone, to go into the unfamiliar. But no, just be aware of the fact that your brain is not going to make that easy for you. Your brain is going to try to find ways to sabotage you, to try to keep you where you are. Your brain's going to yell out things like, oh, that's impossible, you can't do that, you'll never be able to do that, just to keep you where you are. And once you're aware of that, you'll also know, oh yeah, okay, that's just my brain trying to keep me in the familiar. So just know it's not impossible, it's just unfamiliar. Every time when you have that feeling, tell yourself, it's not impossible, it's just unfamiliar. And then you'll be able to take steps towards that. If I take an example about my journey, 6 months ago, I would be watching YouTubers just talking. I would watch them and think like, that's really cool, but I'll never be able to do that. That's what my brain would say. That's impossible for you, you can't do that. And it was so scary to upload my first video. I did it while my brain was constantly telling me, what the hell are you doing? What is this? Why are you doing this? But I just kept going with it because I kept telling myself, this is not impossible, this is just unfamiliar. You know, it's scary because it's unfamiliar. It's difficult because it's unfamiliar. And if you just keep repeating that to yourself, you'll realize that, you know, it has nothing really to do with your abilities. It's just unfamiliar. Very often, immediately our brain tells us, you can't do this, but that's not true. In general, as long as you remind yourself that taking action part is less scary than thinking about taking action. Very often, automatically, we start thinking that doing something new is scary. But while you're in the process of it, you're actually taking action. So at the start, I thought making a YouTube video, talking in the camera. If you look at my channel, you'll see the first videos, I wasn't able to look into the camera because I thought it was so scary. But I'm now speaking, I'm filming, I'm in the moment. You know, it's much easier than if I'm sitting there and thinking about filming. Because once you're taking action, you're in the moment. And once you're thinking about it, you can think about worst case scenarios. You can think about failures. You just like, your brain makes things so much scarier and bigger than what they actually have to be. If you just do what you have to do and just focus on the action right in front of you, focus on what you're doing, be present in the moment, it's not scary. And you'll just be able to manage, because having a dream, having the end goal in mind, sometimes it might scare you off. Oh my God, that's such a big accomplishment. Like, how will I ever get there? But it all goes in tiny steps. Whenever you feel scared about doing something, take the first smallest step towards it and you'll realize it's not as scary as you think. Is there anything else? That's basically what I want to talk about this week. It's already getting dark. I'm so sorry about the light. Just want you to know, like as a quick summary, that manifestation, the core of manifestation, starts with believing in yourself, believing in your goal, but it goes even further than that. It's actually knowing that you will achieve it. It's inevitable. It's just going to happen. You're just going to get there. It's going to happen for you. But also be aware of the fact that starting from scratch, taking those first initial steps is going to be the most difficult. It's because your brain wants to keep you in the familiar. Unfamiliar things are just scary for your brain. Once you're aware of that, it will be easier for you to take steps. And also know that thinking about something is more scary than actually doing it. So take steps, believe in yourself. You got this. I just know that you got this. I know. See? I know, which means you got this. And I just want to thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. I'm so grateful for every single person that's watching. I largely also just make these videos for myself. Basically, I'm talking to you guys, but I'm talking to myself at the same time, and it helps me so much. Don't let yourself be held back by thoughts, opinions of other people. Don't let yourself be held back by your own brain. Just know that you can achieve it. Focus on that feeling inside of you. Focus on that strength that you have inside of you. If something lights you up, if you see something, I don't know, if something, whatever it is, lights you up, just know that there's something there that you need to discover, and it's most likely something that is for you. That's your goal. That's maybe your dream. And even if you're in a complete different spot right now, it's not impossible to reach it. Far from, it's actually very much possible. Because if something lights you up, that's your path. And there's a reason for it. And it's actually, if you think about it in a way where it's like, it's meant for me, it's inevitable, I will get there. And if you let go of how and when, if you just focus on why you want to get there, what feeling does that give you, why do you want to achieve it so much, that's going to help you to get through all of the challenges on your path, to keep enforcing your belief in yourself, to believe in yourself while actually no one else believes in you yet. I hope you have a great week, and I will see you in the next video.